The need for the Data Protection Act. During the second half of the 20th century, businesses, organizations, and the government began using computers to store information about their customers, clients, and staff in databases. For example, names, addresses, contact information, employment history, medical conditions, convictions, and credit history. Databases are easily accessed, searched, and edited. It's also far easier to cross-reference information stored in two or more databases than if the records were paper-based. The computers on which databases reside were often networked. This allowed for organization-wide access to databases and offered an easy way to share information with other organizations. Misuse and unauthorized access to information. With more and more organizations using computers to store and process personal information, there is a danger the information could be misused or get into the wrong hands. A number of concerns arose. Who could access the information? How accurate was the information? Could it be easily copied? Was it possible to store information about the person without the individual's knowledge or permission? Was a record kept of any changes made to the information? The purpose of the Data Protection Act. The 1998 Data Protection Act was passed by Parliament to control the way in which information is handled and to give legal rights to people who have information stored about them. Other European Union countries have passed similar laws, as often information is held in more than one country. How the Data Protection Act works. The Data Protection Act was developed to give protection and lay down rules about how data about people can be used. In the 1998 Act covers information or data stored on a computer or an organized paper filing system about living people. The basic way in which it works is by 1. Setting up rules that people have to follow. 2. Having information customizers to enforce the rules. It doesn't stop companies storing information about people, it just makes them follow rules. Types of personal data. Some data and information stored on a computer is personal and needs to be kept confidential. People want to keep their pay, bank details, and medical records private and away from the view of just anybody. If someone who is not entitled to see these details can obtain access without the permission, it is unauthorized access. The Data Protection Act sets up rules to prevent this from happening. The two types of personal data. Personal data is about living people, and it could be their name, address, medical details, or banking details. Sensitive personal data is also about living people, but it includes one more detail of the data's subjects: racial or ethnic origin, political opinions, religion, membership of a trade union, health, sex life, criminal activity. These are fewer safeguards for personal data and they are more sensitive personal data. In most cases, the person must be asked specifically if sensitive data can be kept about them.